I've reached a threshold with this story. This would be, if a daily note is a chapter, this would be chapter 101. So I passed 100. If you're interested, there are another 100 notes. So about how much? 10 hours of stories. More or less crazy. One crazy moment in 1990 was when we entered the building of the government. The protesters were unhappy with what was going on with the government. I was too. And so they occupied the building at Piazza Vittoria, the Victory Square. I didn't go as a protester. These were days when I had to cover for Radio Sweden and others. And that's how I went and called some people from the government building. Hello, this is me. You know where I'm calling from the government. But what's wrong with you? Did you switch sides? You turn go you with the communists now? The leaders were communists, most of them back then. Alas, some are even today, but in 20 years maybe they will all disappear unless they have heirs and they transmit this bad philosophy to their successors. One casualty in not a fictional casualty, not in real terms, alhamdulillah, was the friendship with Marius Jäger. What happened briefly was this. I mentioned throughout the other episodes, but like they say in the new ones, in the last episode, we had Charlie Harper do this, his brother Alan did that. When they're connected, generally they're not in Two and a Half Men. So I was in a relationship with Nikki. She had been my girlfriend. I was looking for a way out, so I was supposed to marry either in England, in Britain, or in America. Things changed, but still we sort of separated. What she did, she became the girlfriend, or me now, the fuck buddy, as they say in some of those comedies up to date, where they push the humor to extreme limits, of Marius, a friend of mine. So my former girlfriend with my friend. There are attenuating circumstances in the sense that indeed, as I said, I expressed my desire to leave this country. I said it's impossible here. Which reminds me of De Niro, Robert De Niro in one of the best comedies ever, King of Comedy. In King of Comedy, he is Robert Pumpkin, and he's doing his exercises, his impersonations. He's trying to become the King of Comedy in front of the mirror or something, and his mother interrupts him. He lives with his mother. It's impossible! It's impossible! At that time he was magnificent. Now he's playing badly in all sorts of trash movies. Anyway, so I said it's impossible to stay here. So I have to go out. Maybe I'll come back and I'll get you. Maybe I said that. It's fuzzy. That's also true. So they weren't really so much in the wrong, even if with the revolution it wasn't clear that I will leave the country. In fact, it became apparent that I'm thinking of staying. was making money, and so something could be worked out, or the relationship could be fixed. Anyway, uh, from my perspective. But they did hook up. They engaged in intimate relations. But the serious aspect, I always treasured money until recently, when I learned from positive psychology that they are not so important. I had money with Marius, because in the communist days, for a Romanian, it was illegal to have hard currency. In fact, $5 could be jail. And I had searches. Once I mentioned in an episode here, the Sinaia Karaman Hotel, where they searched everything, like you see in the films. The bathroom, the sink, everything in my room at the hotel. They were thinking I might have some hard currency. I never kept hard currency with me, except for brief periods when I received something at the end of the trip as thank you, or when I did engage in some currency exchange. But I kept it with Marius. Marius was a German citizen, so for him it was allowed. He had access to dollar shops anyway. Once in a while he bought me some coffee. Anyway. But now I had trouble getting this money back. And it seemed for a while that my friend Marius was not just fucking my girlfriend, but he was taking her out and paying for things he would give her gifts and so on, keeping her up on my money, which he had with him. I don't know, $1,000, I don't know how much. That was the way it looked, alas.